Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve the pattern number 19 question. So at first see what is the pattern number 19. The pattern number 19, it is a swastik pattern. So what we are going to do in this pattern? So for solving this pattern, let's draw this pattern for n is equal to n. Okay. Think that n is equal to 7. Now draw this swastik pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now draw the stars. Start from 7 here. Go to till 4. Then again here. Here you can see this is a swastik pattern. Now for solving this question, what we are going to do now? So first we are going to do that we are going to divide this pattern into 5 parts. So let's see how we are going to divide this pattern into 5 parts. So this is the first part, and these two are the second parts, and middle one is the third part, and then 5 and 6 rows. This is the fourth part, and this is the fifth part. Now see, this is the all values of this thing. This is the all values of I. What is the I representing here? I representing here the number of rows, and this is the value of J. What is the J representing here? J representing here number of columns. Okay. Now see, we are going to printing this pattern. That means the first part when I value is equal to 1. Clear? Next, come to the next part. We are going to printing this pattern. That means this pattern when I is less than equal to n by 2 and I is greater than equal to 1. Then we are going to printing this pattern. See, the n is here 7 and the n by 2 means 3. So when I is less than 3, then we are going to less than equal to 3. Less than equal to 3 means 3 or less than 3. 3 or less than 3. And I is also greater than equal to 1. That means I is starting from 2 till less than equal to n by 2. Next, come to the next part. This is the part number 3. In the part number 3, what we are doing here? When I is equal to n by 2 plus 1. See, n by 2 is 3. Then 3 plus 1 means 4. Here you can see what is the value of I here? The value of I here is 4. That's why when I is equal to n by 2 plus 1, then we are going to printing this part. Now come to the next part. When I is greater than equal to n by 2 plus 1, and when see I is starting from 5. That's why I is greater than equal to n by 2 plus 1, and I is also less than n. Then we are going to do this part. Then come to the last part. In the last part, when I is equal to n, then we are going to printing the last part. So I think these things are clear to you. That means when I equal to 1, then we are going to doing this part. When I is less than equal to n by 2 and greater than equal to 1, then we are going to this part. And also when I is equal to n by 2 plus 1, then we are going to this part. Now in this part, when I is greater than equal to n by 2 plus 1 and I is less than equal to n, then we are going to this part. And at the last, when I is equal to n, then we are going to this part. Now see how we are going to printing the stars. For printing the stars, we are going to take help from J. That means columns. That means how many stars will print, that depends upon the columns. So what we will see here, you can see here is the value is 4. 4 means n by 2 plus 1. Okay, so when J's value is less than equal to n by 2 plus 1 or J is equal to n, then we are going to printing the star. See, J is less than equal to n by 2 plus 1. That means what is n by 2 plus 1? That is 4. So less than equal to n by 2 plus 1 means 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are going to printing these stars. And when J is equal to n, then we are going to these stars. Next, come to the next line. In the next line, what we are saying? That when J is equal to n by 2 plus 1 or J is also equal to J is also, sorry, so when j is also equal to n, then we are going to printing this part, that means this part. Now come to the third part. In the third part, there we have not checked for the j, because here you can see in the every jth line there has one star, so that means there we need not any type of condition. So come to the next line, not next part. So in the next part, when j is equal to 1, see, when j is equal to 1 and also j is equal to n by 2 plus 1, see here you can see j is equal to n by 2 plus 1 or j is equal to n by 2 plus 1, then we are going to printing the stars, else print the spaces. Next come to the last phase. In the last phase, when j is equal to 1, also j is greater than equal to n by 2 plus 1. See, when j is equal to 1, we are printing stars, and when j is greater than equal to 1, here you can see this is the all greater than equal to part, that means n by 2 plus 1 means 4. So greater than equal to 4 means 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why we wrote it here like this. Hope you are enjoying this. Now come to the solution and do the code. See, int n is equal to 1, n is equal to scn dot next int. Okay, first what we are going to do, that we are going to printing the whole square shape pattern, then we print the spaces and the stars. Okay, so let's do it. So for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n, then I plus plus, then come here for int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to n, j plus plus. Now come here and check how it is working. Okay, now print the square pattern. System dot out dot print the square pattern. Okay, now come to the next. System dot out dot print ln for the next line. System dot out dot print. Okay, I think all of this is right. Now take the input 5. Now check what we will get in the output. Here you can see we are getting the star pattern. Okay, now we have to print these spaces and also spaces with the stars. So let's do it. So first what we will do, so first check all the i's cases. That means if I is equal to 1, then we do something, then else if I is what was that? Achha, okay, else if I is less than equal to n divided by 2 and I is also greater than equal to 1, then what we will do, then come to the next part, else if, okay, else if when I is equal to n divided by 2 plus 1, then what we will do, see it in few minutes. So else if I is less than n, then what we will do, and last part is else what we will do. See, when the I value is equal to 1, then what we will do, we will check if j is also less than equal to n divided by, n divided by 2 plus 1, if I is less than equal to, okay, or j is equal to n, then we are going to printing the star, else we print the spaces. So copy it from here and paste it, else print spaces. Okay, now come to the next part. In the next part, see, if j is equals to n divided, j is equal to n divided by 2 plus 1, okay, divided by 2 plus 1, or j is equals to n, then we are going to print the stars, else we are going to print the spaces. So print spaces. Next come to this part. Okay, So in this part there is no need of checking any of j. Here we directly print all the stars, because here you can see here all the rows or columns, sorry, all the columns are filled with stars, so there is no need of checking any type of condition. Then come to the next line. See, in the next line, when that means if j is equals to 1 or j is equals to n divided by 2 plus 1, then we are going to printing the stars, else spaces. We are going to printing the stars, else we are going to printing the spaces, okay. Now come to the last part. At the last part, if j is equals to 1 or j is less than equal to n divided by 2, sorry, not less than, j is greater than equal to n divided by 2 plus 1, then we are going to print the stars, else we will print the spaces, okay. Now see what we are getting in the output, what type of errors. So illegal start of expression, okay, this is the illegal, right. Now see, we are getting a achieve output. It's giving me the wrong answer, but don't know why. I do all the things right, but don't know why it's giving me the wrong answer. Give the input of 5. Now see what we will get. What is this, man? It's printing so many stars. Try to submit it and see. 5 days per, okay. So let's see what we done here wrong. If I is equal to 1, that is right. I is equal to 1, I less than equal to n by 2, and I is greater than equal to j, and I is greater than equal to 1. Then we comes to the next. Then if I is equal to n by 2 plus 1, then we do that. Now next part. Here I think we do wrong. Okay, here what I wrote, I is greater than equal to n by 2 plus 1, not greater than equal to. Here will be not greater than equal to. It will only greater than n by 2 plus 1, and I is less than n. So do that. Greater than n divided by 2 plus 1, and greater than 2, and I is also less than n, and I should be greater than, okay. Now see what we will get. It is getting the wrong output. Okay, I forgot to remove this line. That's why I think it's giving me the errors. Don't know. See. Yes, we are getting the right output now. See. Now I am submitting the answer. Here you can see this is the correct answer. So hope all of you enjoy this video and learn this concept that how to solve this kind of pattern. Then if you want to tackle this kind of pattern, firstly you have to divide it into small parts, then try to solve it with if else condition. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.